to do well,
have to do well
enough. So
yeah.
that was the story.
What about the game run?
Yeah, let's go ahead and go to the game. We got Ben Wienburg and Will Hollingsworth. So Hollow 1 versus Ascendancy. Arguably, two people trying to do two very unfair things in the game of Magic, but they're going about it different ways. Wienburg's playing really big creatures really fast, and Will wants to win the game really soon, in one turn rather. So, who do you like in this matchup, essentially? This sort of, they're doing unfair things, but they're going about it different ways.
I like the red-black Hollow 1 deck.
Why is that?
Because...
As you munch on your VCPCs.
Right, so Jeskai is looking to get Jeskai's Ascendancy into play, which is his namesake card. And then lots of cantrips, plus a mana dork. So if you randomize their hand a couple times, you kind of take them out of the game because they're a very linear combo deck.
That's a good point. I mean, they're going to be discarding a lot of cards at random very easily, possibly.
And we passed on Teamer Delver to put up... This is like 10-time Pro Tour competitor Ben Wienburg. 10
times? Is it really 10 times?
I have no idea. It's more than 2, less than 50.
Well, I know that Ben has repeatedly said he is not playing Magic in 2018, and yet he's
on his retirement tour. One last shot of the title. He did.
It's been a pretty long retirement tour, from what I understand.
Top 16 GP Phoenix.
Yes.
And then he did well at Nationals, most recently.
And then he won that Standard Classic in Louisville.
He did.
Going undefeated with the blue-white control winless conditions. No win conditions. I didn't have the same amount of luck that he did, unfortunately for me. How are those VCPCs, by the way? Are they good?
They're delicious.
You sounded like Farva getting sprayed with the sugar when you said that.
One's cream. One's cream. Okay, no cream. I do not know why I find that scene so funny. It looks like Ben pitching it back on a 6.
That was the least funniest joke I found in that movie. Was what's cream? No cream.
No cream. Okay, no cream.
Not like, a fan of that.
Literally,
joke.
I hated those movies. I hate all Broken Lizard movies. I need to see Super Troopers too, by the way.
So do I.
I hate all Broken Lizard movies. Like the first time I see them in theaters, 'cause I'm like, why did I pay for this? And then as you watch them, they just get funnier and funnier. Yeah, give me a liter. Oh, we don't have a liter of cola. Get me.
Look at a large Farva. Actually, the first time I saw Super Troopers,
no, he gets dusty. He goes, "Is that powdered sugar?" And the guy starts getting offended. He goes, "It's delicious."
You said it like it's delicious.
It's delicious.
The first time I saw Super Troopers, you ready for this? I was reviewing the PSP UMD copy.
What?
So the PSP had its own proprietary format, UMD, Universal Media Device. That's how he saw it. I was reviewing the UMD version of Super Troopers.
Teddy, I needed a subtype on the complaining.
All right, players on the way. Nothing turn 1 there for Ben. Just a blood trip pass and passing it back. A Botanical Sanctum into sleight of hand for Will. And I know the jig is up. I mean, it's not really telling, but there aren't many decks.
Botanical Sanctum into that. So it could be like, it could be a Jeskai Steely deck.
It could.
Because they also play. Okay. It could also be like a Kiki-Jiki deck.
Yeah. Also here, the jig is up for Mr. Wienburg. There are no other decks in Modern that play Goblin Lore.
I actually demanded that they get out the dice and roll. If you're gonna do it, you gotta do it right.
You see 5-3-2. So Bolt,
Burning Inquiry, and
Faithless Looting.
Faithless Looting.
Pretty good. But
playing about movies like Super Troopers. God dang it.
No Hollow 1 there for Ben.
Lantern also plays Sanctum.
Not sleight of hand.
Interesting.
Though.
Yeah, but not sleight of hand. It's a brew. All right, so let's see. Will just passes back. It does look like he has a copy of Jeskai Ascendancy. So Ben is missing a threat.
He's also missing a third land. However,
Will also has a Glittering Wish in his hand, but let's fix it.
Let's spin
boy. The wheel.
Spin the wheel, Johnny.
So I just couldn't play this deck. So this deck is very, very good, and there's actually thought to lines in it, right? The percentages and what you do in
this deck. This deck reminds you of Hearthstone.
But it's just no. Will, never look. So. Gentlemen in chat, do you ever look? Never look. You just literally just draw them, put them face down.
Yes.
Do you like how Reed Duke does a brainstorm? Just shuffles his hand, doesn't look, and shuffles it together. All right, come on. Big money. Big money.
4-4-3. Reroll one of those. We got a... Not 4. Okay. Another 3. We won't be here a while. Here we go.
Perfect. We did it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Ben, not to roll the dice.
Oh, Ben!
He's going to pitch...
3 lands.
3 lands. You did it, Ben. Where'd it go?
Oh, that middle one's not a land. What is it? It's a bird.
3 lands.
That's a bird of paradise.
It's a street wraith in the bin.
So
Oh boy, I don't know if he has.
Never look. Yeah, 100% never look. Like, you got to slow roll yourself.
Oh boy.
Yeah, he don't have a hollow one here. He
or
actually,
land.
He actually does have a...
Oh boy.
So did anybody see Mike Sigrist's Goblin Lore, where he binned 2 hollow ones in Star City, and then he put 2 into play? It was insane. Like, what is the chance of that happening? All right.
Carson has run the math on that.
Yeah, it's 1 in 3 apparently, if you're on camera. All right, so it looks like again Will is missing a creature. So actually taking that bird of paradise was actually harmful to him.
Yeah.
I think Ben would just waste a bolt on it or wait till he tried to do some interaction. I'm just tagging myself up.
You are. You're on. Get your share up there. There we go.
My name is
Ben just needs a land. He gets 2 Bloodghast on the battlefield.
They're just not that spectacular because they don't have haste.
No.
I saw that lab was beautiful. Yeah, I laughed. So actually, he's just gonna hold.
Doesn't land. Here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Mario.
That's what I'm actually good at is Mario Kart.
Mario, why don't you stream it?
Maybe you will.
Why don't you invite me over and then we can stream. What's the game with Mario Kart?
What do you mean?
The drunk
driver?
Drunk driver, yes. You guys want to see us stream drunk driver? All right, so he plays the beautiful old flooded strand and do Jeskai Sentency. Well, I think the jig's up now.
Yeah.
It could also be Storm.
Not quite.
All right, so Ben is just gonna flash back this Faithless Looting probably. I don't think he values either card in his hand. He kind of just wants to fuel. And again, so somebody could say, okay, well, I attack for 5, bolt to the face, but nah. Like if
that's not going to win this game.
Like you need to do powerful things, right? Like play Faithless Looting.
That's why you're playing Goblin Lore, to do very powerful things.
It's like Goblin Lore is like $30.
I know, it's insane.
Thanks, Obama. All right, so he fetches out a swamp with that Bloodstained Mire, and he does flash it back. So let's see some fireworks. Well, you got a hollow one and 2 bolts.
Interesting.
What?
Interesting line there from Ben. He had the ability to play the hollow one, but
so bolt puts him to 10, but he has no other. No, he does have another Faithless.
Yeah, he does.
But he's just drawing 2, discarding. So he'll have 3 cards after he does it, and then he'll put 2 in the bin. I think I know because he can only keep the one thing. Well, he could. Yeah. So this is the only line that lets him keep a fetch and a bolt up. So he is playing around a
non-Sylvan Carated creature.
Correct. Well, the only thing that would matter this turn is not Sylvan Carated, but it'd be Fate Stitcher.
Yes.
So Fate Stitcher is an unearths for 1 blue. It says you can tap to untap a permanent. So that's also how the deck goes off because you just untap your lands and you make mana with it. So ipso facto, it's a mana dork of sorts.
And he wants to make sure he can kill it.
Correct. So that's the only way he can lose on this turn.
Yes.
Nothing else has haste. So for those who don't know, Unearth does give the creature haste because at the end of turn it's exiled.
Otherwise, it'd be a very bad mechanic.
Will is just
stumbling. He's got the Sylvan Carated, but again, that does not have haste.
So this is going to brick wall Ben. So I think Will's just going to hold his cards here.
Yeah, nothing to do.
He's got $14 common Manamorphose.
He's
He's got Cerulean Wisps.
He's not staring down lethal. I mean, Ben's not gonna kill him.
He's not, because he could actually block too. So I think it's just bolt your face time. Put you to 9. It's gonna be untap. It's gonna be draw, and it's gonna be flashback. That's Faithless Looting. So on
Hope
board,
for the best.
We'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage. But he can block 2, so it's actually only 5 damage. So I'm not really sure what he's looking for here, because he needs to kill him this turn.
Yes, he drew a land. That's not going to the job then. Here we go. Flashback, Faithless Looting number 2.
Flamewake Phoenix is not going to do it either. Interesting enough, he did not see Gurmag Angler this game.
Yeah, he did not see
Gurmag Angler is important for those of you at home because Flamewake Phoenix is a 2/2 with haste, and you can, if you have Ferocious, which is you control power 4 or greater during your combat step, you can pay 1 red mana, and you put Flamewake Phoenix back into play. Flamewake Phoenix also has to attack. So basically, you fill your graveyard, and you play Gurmag Angler, and then you want to get back your Flamewake Phoenix. So that's the quote-unquote combo. If, at any point, you can win if you have the hard cast of Flamewake Phoenix, but it's the most unexcitable thing on the planet. So the old 2/2 haste flyer for 3, which is literally like a limited staple.
You're just gonna jam in there with that as it is.
He just blocks. Yeah, he takes 5. Yeah, so I think Ben just holds that, but he knows he's dead.
Yeah, the way he just played it, I was like, well, you got me.
Yeah, Will can just play with his hand up. Again, if at any point you want to play with your hand up, like Ben, he could literally just reveal his hand to Ben, and Ben would probably just scoop. Ben bemoaning the fact that he drew 6 lands. That's because we didn't put the... Actually, the hollow one doesn't actually kill him either this turn anyways.
Correct.
So he's just... Yeah, so Ben knows what's going on. But Will being a good sport is just... he's saying... He's just announcing he's going to do this action the same way every turn. So we were playing... this is actually played for a madness cost. It is what? Draw 1, discard 1, I believe.
I think so, yeah. Another one.
Another madness cost.
Seems good.
So Will also is doing this solid. In general, I'm not a big fan of keeping dice on things, but in this, where the because the power toughness is granted by the Jeskai ascendancy, you can't just put it on the Jeskai ascendancy if you get multiple creatures out. So he does not have a Fate Stitcher as of yet. So theoretically, regardless, he could brick because that. The problem is he can't attack, and he has to get the creature has to get big enough that he goes to his sideboard, gets flesh to blood, which basically lets you fling a creature.
Yeah, he has the wish in hand for that.
So he does have the wish in hand, so he has to get up to 14. So now it's going to go up to 3. Now it's going to go up to... So Surround Wisp activates, he chooses some other color. It's going to be very hard for him to break here, because he has...
So much available to him. There's flesh blood.
Target creature control deals damage equal to its power to target creature or player. So he has to get that up to a 14. So that's actual 14 spells. Okay, apparently Ben's at 13. Oh, so literally I would just show him the spells in my hand.
Ben's letting him have his time on camera, we hear. Billy Caminos is bemoaning that Ben has not scooped it up yet.
Yeah, Billy!
Also, Billy again 0-2 tonight in his first appearance. Quite a while.
He drew a second one. So his choke point on this is again he's not. So he's mana neutral at this point, right?
Yes.
So he's not netting mana, which is what you traditionally want to see. You're making. Oh, Ben says he's making Adam work this round. Ren, tell Ben that. Then I demand to get paid by him because he's making me work. Ben being a nice guy. Here, throw this in here. Throw this in your graveyard.
And Will's still looking for the cards he needs, but again, he's at what 5, 6 now.
Yeah, again, he's not netting mana because he hasn't hit a Fate Stitcher.
Yeah.
Okay, now the game's over. So Fate Stitcher is now going to net him mana because he's going to get the extra untap off of it, right? So now every spell that he casts, these 1 mana are going to net him too because he's going to get an untap with the Fate Stitcher on another permanent.
Drew a wish.
So if there's any other combo decks that are completely bricks, Leyline of the Void, yeah, Ben actually already got on the sideboard. So if there's anything else that's not interactive that you like to see on camera that Jake and I can't keep up with because they're playing very fast, feel free to give us a shout out in the chat.
I do play Storm, so I can keep up with Storm.
Other than that, anything big happened in the Magic community? Efro had a good run of poker.
He came in 23rd.
Very good run of poker.
And then he made his entire Magic winnings in one tournament.
And then I responded, maybe you should play more poker to his Twitter. Like,
what did he say to that?
Nothing, because I'm not important. like, why don't you just play poker then? Why don't you view Magic as fun and poker as your job? Yeah, Ben's still just not scooping because he's making us go through it. And then he drew a Noxious Revival. So this is super fun.
Ben taking a nice, long, hard look at the saber. What would you bring in?
On camera. Oh, we actually... Oh, fine. We're going to get a teamer player on camera next round if he wins. But it may or may not be Narnum Rob.
I also would have put him on camera this round, but he was playing against Cheerios.
Yeah.
If you think... KCI and Jeskai Ascendancy and Storm are
we just on that stream.
interesting to watch.
We'll just do tunnel visions. Like literally, we don't even have to have these players sit by each other. They can just play solitaire by themselves.
So a poet asking anyone playing Restore Balance. Billy Caminos every now and then plays it, and Logan Reinhardt is playing it sometimes too.
Augie plays it.
So the Restore Balance players are in the room. They're just not playing. If it's not Rob, we don't care. Well.
Show me flesh to blood.
Rob is dead to us because he
Winner,
refuses to play with us in Columbus.
It's not Rob. We don't care. Yeah, Robert's dead to me. Okay, it's just showing him the win condition. So Ben, we can because the Fate Stitcher can all here's the dealio. You don't have to. Here's the dealio. Okay, so Dokyo. I'm an idiot. But all right. So of note, the Fate Stitcher does have haste, and it's getting bigger every single loot.
It can attack.
It can attack. Yeah, that's what I was getting at with my horrible, long-winded explanation for something so simple.
Ben finally scoops it up.
Ben's making us work for our buckaroos tonight.
I'm not going to Orlando. You going to Orlando?
What's Orlando?
I believe there's a GP in Orlando. There's Billy Caminos in the background.
Oh my God, it's a Billy.
Billy Caminos.
Yeah, if you had me, hey, do you want to go to Disney World? I'd be like, yeah, bro.
You can't afford that. I can't afford that either.
What if I want to go be an Imagineer or a cast member?
Go right ahead.
That'd be great. I could stay in character. Is there a really grouchy big character in Disney? There's plenty. I could be like Fat Gaston. Apoa says he's a standby judge.
Apoa, if you will pay for a flight and boarding and food,
Billy appears in the tall grass.
We'll go.
Yeah, but you never get Billy in a Pokeball. He'd just go, ew. You'd have to throw a Master Ball. Billy's the Rattata that you can't catch with a Master Ball.
Billy's the stupid. Billy is the Aloha Pikachu that's around everywhere right now.
Was that with the terrible haircut? What's he do with the haircut?
No, so Pikachu has like the I want to see the manager haircut in Let's Go Pikachu, but for Pokemon Go, the Aloha Pikachu has the hat. Like this.
Oh no, I'm talking about I want to see the manager.
Oh no, that's the Let's Go Pikachu haircut.
How do you feel about that? So first of all, Pikachu has a female voice, and second of all, it has the. Can we find an image of that Pikachu? Yeah, but to Ren's point, saying Pikachu is voiced by a female. Most male shonen characters or Japanese characters are voiced by.
Tommy Pickles is voiced by a female.
Yeah, I hope they make the funny. Has anybody in the chat? Anybody know what Fun or Die is? Go watch the Fun or Die Rugrats video. Have you seen that?
I have not. Did you know though they're apparently bringing Rugrats back?
No way.
They are. Rugrats is
and
the
She-Ra.
one.
How do you feel about She-Ra?
Rugrats is the one Nicktoon that has not aged well at all.
I mean, the animation's terrible.
Not just like the story itself. Like Rocco, Ren and Stimpy, Doug, Hey Arnold. They have all aged really well in terms of the content.
Oh yeah, Rocco has.
Yes, Rocco.
Rocco works at a sex line.
Oh baby, oh baby, oh baby, oh baby.
Right.
I was very upset.
What's the frog's name? Who's also voiced
Mr. Bighead.
Mr. Bighead is also voiced by a female.
Really?
Yeah. Also Bart Simpson.
I do Bart. I did not. Mr. Bighead has a very deep voice.
Literally, most shonen or male boys are voiced.
It's very impressive. I did not know that about the Ed Bighead.
There's a funny story about the woman who voices. I don't remember what her name is. The woman who voices Bart Simpson. So a kid went to her house to sell cookies or was something outside. And she buys him. She does the Bart Simpson voice for him to thank, and the guy's like, "That's a really good impression."
That reminds me of the Patton Oswalt bit after Ratatouille came out, where
oh my God, I'm totally.
How
Jake,
that movie ruined
Orlando.
How that movie ruined.
The next room. Billy's not worth a Master Ball. God, no, he's not.
We have an image of
we can go play
some haircuts.
Go play Judge Cube. Oh my God. So. This is Jake's old haircut.
No, it's not. My haircut looks absolutely amazing.
This is Billy. This is Billy's haircut. Can we get a close up of Billy? No, go back to the wide. Go back to the wide view. Tell Billy to flatten his hair down in the middle. Go ahead. It's okay. Tell him to. Ask Billy to comb his hair straight down and flatten it out in the middle.
Ren throwing us into the bus.
Billy says no.
Billy Caminos is a great sport. Okay, we are sideboarded.
Looks like he's Eddie Monster.
We're going to game 2. Will's going to throw him back.
Yeah.
Let's see if Ben can do literally anything in the first couple turns of this game.
I see two hollow ones.
I see 2 hollow ones. I see a burning inquiry. Oh boy!
I see burning inquiries. I mean, you don't look. I don't want to use magic.
He's just showing them.
Well, technically, you can't show them, so that's fine. Literally, you can play their hand face up.
Ben, just show the hand face up. At this point.
Oh my God, that'd be great. I mean,
what would you do if Ben just plays his first turn face up?
I mean, you don't play the deck to not do this, right? I call it a lounge cube. It's a multiplayer cube with conspiracies for the extra kick the hero cards from Theros release. That's awesome. One of my other favorite.
He's showing the burning inquiry too.
3 cards here. Ben says I'm gonna give you 3 cards. And he says they're gonna give him a Fate Stitcher. All right, so we both look like we mulligan a 6. Ben is on the play. They're both looking to squad.
He has land. For a second, I'm like, oh god,
Does it even matter what's on top of your deck?
No.
Like
here we go.
A few uncards. Yeah, my buddy plays with a bunch of uncards. All right. It taps the burning inquiry because that's what that card does now. Yes, he doesn't look. This is the important part. Never look.
Here we go. This is it.
I'm interested, Poe. I'm interested in what you think about Clock Napper because my buddy loves Clock Napper a little too much.
Is it the foil one you want so bad?
Yes.
All right, come on. Just pick these cards. My hands hurt.
Oh my god! Please.
The tension is unbearable.
He already has such crippling arthritis. Roll dice. Oh my god! Roll the dice.
Rolling. These
oh my god! All right.
Okay.
Caught Hollow. Please discard both Hollow. Please discard both.
Here we go.
Come on, come on.
Here's one down.
Oh,
one down.
Got a Bloodghast.
And there's one Hollow one. Okay.
I'm a nice. Ben announced he's a nice guy. Apparently, Hollow one was flip up.
Not as exciting. Just boring.
It's just
all that work for a Hollow.
Like I like randomness. Like, why don't we just flip coins next? Let's bring back coin flipping. What was?
Didn't we bring that back in?
We did a core set. Core set. There was the one that made elemental to keep flipping to get it back.
Meanwhile, on Will's first turn, he's going to cast a Serum Vision.
Oh, those are spicy tops. You saw.
Yeah, they were pretty good tops.
He saw Sylvan Cardid, and he saw.
Oh boy, sons, the Hollow one did him for Ben.
Yeah, so he has a it's just a good stuff cube, and he loves Clock Napper, and we're trying to explain it's bad. He also loves Rare Beacon.
Here we go again.
And I hate Rare Beacon. Everybody has the generic like booster tutor though. All right, let's roll that beautiful bean footage.
Roll the dice this time. Come on.
Roll the dice.
There's a lot of cards in Will's hand. Oh my god.
Just odd or even, take rid of a pile.
Center 3 for Ben. They're gone.
Come on, get rid of Hollow ones. Get rid of Hollow ones.
No, Drew Goblin Lore.
It's Goblin Lore and Bloodghast.
Oh no.
It slows the game down a bit, and multiplayer the biggest challenge is making sure the board doesn't get clogged. Yeah, so my buddy has an EDH cube where the first thing you draft is a general, and then you draft a utility lands like Tolarian Academy or Guy's Card used to be a thing. But then it's a multiplayer game, and you each draw off your individual decks. You do not have to follow the commander color identity. You just get to use the commander's ability, and you have your own land. So you get to play. It's basically it's actually a battle box. So you play 1 land a turn out of a preset.
Is this Medina?
Yeah, it's Medina's. The problem that you get to is literally the game just slows to a halt because everybody gets 7 cards in their hand, and nobody wants to kill anybody, or nobody can kill anybody because like the power struggle is so tenuous.
All right, let's see if Ben can find Hollow one number 4 with this Goblin Lore.
I think he's just gonna Goblin Lore here.
Yeah,
so he literally doesn't care about his hand of Bloodghast, Bloodstained Mire. So let's run the randomness again. Is that the saddest sight? 2 Hollow ones in your graveyard?
Yes.
Is there anything less fun than that? Bill looks like a young Robert California.
Billy
looks like he should have to register when he moves in a neighborhood.
Billy doesn't have the personality to look like a Robert California.
Yeah, what's a Robert California?
The James Spader in The Office.
Oh, okay.
Also, now you want a hot take?
Yeah, lay it on me.
Between The Office, Parks and Rec, and 30 Rock, I think The Office is far and away the worst of those 3 shows.
Really?
And not even close.
Are there any other ones about the making of a serial killer? Yeah.
What does that have to do with anything?
That's The Office.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
What, the Strangler?
Yeah.
Toby?
Yeah, Toby's Strangler. Had this cube for several years at 540, excluding the conspiracy and heroes, and I only need to foil. Wow, 121 more. Been working hard to balance on how the board clocks. Yeah, keeping up a cube is my buddy's trying to introduce modular cube, where he has different modules that you play, and they all have different cards in them. So there's a base cube, and then there's modules. So there's like 16 modules. So like there's a like a Blake module, like a Zoo module. And just off the mechanics.
Will very unsure about the Serum Visions. We see Abrupt Decay.
That's not really going to do
silence,
anything.
Yeah.
Silence. So neither of those do do anything.
All the fireworks we had in Ben's opening hand, I mean, he hasn't really done much, I feel like.
I'm interested why he keeps silence in.
I'm not sure either.
Is it Blitz has become one of the stronger archetypes? I've seen it.
Maybe you cast Silence in response to the Inquiry, and then...
What's the win condition in Is it Blitz? He's going to wish for...
I actually like that a lot. So he's keeping the Silencing because he casts it in response to like the Goblin Lore or the Burning Inquiry, and that way Ben's just literally only up net a card, and he can't cast the Hollow one because he's been silenced.
Yeah, there's a bunch of forums for modular cubes. It's actually pretty sweet. I guess I don't... My headphones are like echoing now. Whatever. Yeah, I don't know. It just seems like maybe he doesn't have enough stuff to bring in.
That too. But I really like that logic of Ben's quote-unquote payoff cards not doing what he wants them to do, and he's just stuck with Hollow Ones in hand or something like that.
So I don't think Will's at 20. Can we double-check Will's lifetime?
He should be at 11. The overlay should be correct. It's like it's 11 to 12 here. Looks like that just might be it. Looks like Will just scooped it up. Yeah, okay. So he bolted Will to 8, and then that was it. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, that's it for game number 2. We're all excited for game 2, and then it felt a little anticlimactic there. Just
yeah, Ben went through the courtesy of allowing Will to have his time to shine, but did Will return that favor? Absolutely not, because Ben's a poo-poo duty head who wants to play random cards.
Seems rude.
Yeah.
It's not very nice.
It's not very nice.
To talk about accomplished Magic player.
Yes.
Former Pro Tour competitor, Ben Wienburg. So here's a question for you.
Yeah, Jeskai Ascendancy just seems like it's way too good for that, because your creature's just going to get gigantic.
Here's a question for you. Again, we mentioned that Billy Caminos, Mike Augustine, and Ben Wienburg are in the building. All three very accomplished Magic players. Who would you say is the most accomplished out of all three of those?
Ben.
Why is that?
Ben's top 8 at GP, actually lost to LSV. Ben's been on several Pro Tours. He was in the first Honolulu, Hawaii testing house when they started doing testing houses.
So you would take Ben over Augustine? You know Augustine has brewed the decks like Lantern, decks like Eldrazi.
Well, yeah, I mean, but being a deck builder is different than being like the results, right? But when Ben plays, like he's one of the best.
When he plays seriously, I feel like there's Ben just playing because he has nothing else to do, and Ben who's playing because he wants to, get there.
Yeah. And he plays a lot of Moto. I take that back. I was going to question how much he actually tests, but he's like Young William. Young William does play Moto too.
You play Moto.
I do. I just...
Rob Meadows plays Moto. I don't play Moto.
I lose on draft terribly.
I play 0 Moto.
Yeah? You need to play more RPGs. I'm trying to, like I said, for the last couple of weeks, like last 3 weeks, I've been trying to 100% Kingdom Hearts 2. I'm at like 104 hours.
I have still not resumed Persona 5 yet.
It's literally the best game I've ever played.
Literally?
Yes.
Literally?
Literally. Quite literally. I wasn't even aware of the archetype strength until January. My friend drafted it, talking shit the whole time. When he finished, he blasted me. That's awesome. Hold, please. We're going to put mood lighting on.
Oh, yeah!
I literally pay somebody to come in and just start flickering the lights on and off.
I'll move the comment. It's unless you
Alright, well, congratulations, you broke Jake, one of the heroes. One of the heroes lets you play Choose Generic and exile the hero to search it live for legendary non.
Apollo, share us this cube with us. This sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, do you keep track of it?
Travis the Thoughts is buying it. Alright, so it looks like Will is keeping his 7, and Ben is giving it a lot of thought.
There's no stopping him. He's gonna grab the Thassa's, bite it. Oh my god.
Looks like Ben's gonna ship it back. I mean...
How does Jeskai Ascendancy work? Alright, so Jeskai Ascendancy works off the name card. So Jeskai Ascendancy is for Jeskai color, so it's 1 red, 1 white, 1 blue. It's an enchantment. It says whenever you play whenever you play a non-creature spell, creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. You untap those creatures. It also says whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you may draw a card. If you do, discard a card. So the idea is to get out anything that makes mana, so a Bird of Paradise is Curated, or a Fate Stitcher, which actually untaps a permanent, so it's a mana dork. And then you basically play spell after spell after spell after spell after spell to make your guys large. And then the win condition is either attacking with a gigantic Bird of Paradise or a Fate Stitcher. Sylvan Curated can't attack, it has Defender. or you wish for flesh and blood out of the sideboard. Flesh and blood is a sorcery. It's part of the old split cards from Ravnica. It says sacrifice target creature, deals its power to any target, power and damage to any target.
I remember when Ascendancy was first spoiled.
I'm sorry, it doesn't sacrifice. It actually just deals it, so it's actually just strictly better.
Where people were sort of memeing with this deck in Con Standard, and then all of a sudden LSV showed up at the Pro Tour. It was a much more refined version than, like, I think, a Twin Flame in it.
I'd also like to point out that people played blue-green Karn at the Pro Tour.
They did. People also play a lot of Model Blue Storm and Magic Online currently.
Yeah, I hate that they call it Storm. It's literally you're just it's winning with Vintage Superstar, Paradoxical Outcome, where you just pick up all your spells, replay them with Aetherflux Reservoir.
Yes, and you just 50 somebody.
It's surprising that it's good.
I think it's because Control has sort of downticked compared to like the blue-black characteristics decks, that the amount of permission in the format is nowhere near as much as it used to be.
Yeah, Apo, if you get the chance to update a cube list, we'd love to take a look at it. Like Billy cubes up a combo cube that he likes a lot. We have a bunch of friends that have cubes around here. We used to have a lot more. Yeah.
We appreciate the love there, Prado. We want to make sure you're entertained and make sure you know what's going on. Here's a Thoughtseize for Ben. We see a hand of Cerulean Wisp, Metamorphose, Serum Visions, Carotid, and a card hiding behind the light. So Ben playing a quote-unquote more fair game.
Stalking Tiger Muggles to draw my full cube with it. Nice. So my buddy in his good stuff cube actually
2 Carotids. Okay.
He put Booster Tutor, but he made the mistake of allowing you to instead it was search the entire cube for something. So we'd have people to take like 15-minute turns searching the cube. So we tried. I'm sorry. It was wishes. It was different wishes, and we basically shamed him taking wishes out of his cube. Booster Tutor is fine. Just grab 15 cards, shuffle them up, and take what you want out of it. But wishes are terrible in cube. Do not put wishes in your cube.
I don't mind making a cube. It just seems so daunting and so
it's traditionally
costly in time.
It's kind of like an EDH deck. You kind of just pick a theme that you want to go, and you see what's out there. And after a while, you make it your own. Oh, actually, this is trouble for Will. Will's got 1 counter.
Well, then here's a burning inquiry, and I think there's 2 hollow ones in Ben's hand. So here we go, everybody.
Yeah, I actually meant wishes, so I apologize.
Let's see what Ben can do. Hit the turn with Thoughtseize. Give her the problem card. He knows what Will's doing.
Is he gonna turn Will's hand on here?
That is the risk we were playing burning inquiry. We're gonna see. He knows that Will is missing Atlanta.
Roll the dice, gentlemen. We're gonna have to make a house rule that from now on you have to roll dice.
Oh no! Ben discarding 2 hollow ones off the burning inquiry.
Never lucky.
Oh no!
He's going for Billy off camera.
He just plays the land back and passes. He's left with Goblin Lore, Flamewake Phoenix. Have not seen a good look at Will's hand just yet. Womp womp indeed. Let's see if Will found the next land. I think he did with Polluted Delta. There it is. The ultimate backfire for Ben Wienburg and his burning inquiry.
So again, it's all not bad. He has 2 spells. He cannot tap that mine. But he has 2 dig spells, but he still needs to find a wish or Jeskai Ascendancy. So Ben actually has time.
He's gonna pass it back, save up the opt for end the turn instead of casting a sleight of hand.
All right, do we Goblin Lore or do we Burning Inquiry?
Oh no, I don't know.
What's the? Oh yeah.
We're gonna Goblin Lore. Okay.
Oh yeah, you go for it. He's thinking about it. He's thinking about it.
Yeah, Flamewake Phoenix, not Penix.
Yeah, we almost had a
almost had a slip there.
It's a Freudian slip. Jake, would you like to tell me about your childhood?
I had a very nice childhood, I promise.
Can you show me on the doll?
All right, here is the Goblin Lore from Ben. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
so everybody
7.
In chat, just know that if you actually roll dice, these will go better for you.
Land, Street Wraith, Bolt. Hand left over Ben. He just said go with it. Go.
No, I think he said nope.
No, he said go. I see.
He said go. He's yelling for Billy again.
Flameblade Adept, Flamewake Phoenix, Goblin Lore, and Burning Inquiry left over. I mean, this is the problem playing Hollow One. Sure, it can do some very powerful things, and sometimes you do a turn 1 Thoughtseize, turn 2 discard your namesake card twice.
If any of these Revenge Lines, you still wouldn't be able to do anything with it.
How do you feel about that, by the way? People playing the Vengevine version.
I think it's strictly worse. Although it's much funner, much more fun. And have you seen the Bridge from Below decks?
Yes, I see more of those in Legacy than Modern.
Well, yeah, I mean it's literally Dredge and Legacy. It's not good in Modern.
I saw a lot of people saying that graveyard decks would be great again in Legacy, and it turns out that was not true. As Will does a Fate Stitcher for turn.
Because he can't discard it yet. So actually, Ben going with the Goblin Lord is actually much better for him.
Yes, here is a sleight of hand. 2 cards. I see one Seer Visions, and then it's a Metamorphos. Seer Visions going into the bin. Into the hand, I should say. And it is being cast. Here we go. Seer Visions. Draw 1. Play Metamorphos. Scry 2. None of those are called Jeskai Ascendancy. We're going to keep a sleight of hand on top. So Will, he's at 19. He has plenty of time here.
Yeah, Ben has failed to produce a threat.
No, the Burning Inquiry.
To entertain us.
Okay, here we go. Here's a Flamelit Adept.
He says you can discard those ascendancies.
Little does he know, he has no ascendancies. Thank you, Liquid Horizon, for the follow. Thanks for tuning in tonight.
I hope he ends up with a Glittering Wish.
He has a wish in hand. He looked.
And
he looked.
Stitcher in the graveyard.
Will loves to look.
Will, don't look and roll dice. Gentlemen.
Oh, Ben has learned his lesson.
Yes.
Rolling dice.
Yes.
Here comes 2 hollow ones for Ben.
Right.
Here's my prediction.
Literally. Blood gas, blood gas.
Thank you, XLKK1, for the follow. Appreciate you for tuning in. As Ben has got this card we don't know yet.
I like that he left him face down. Come on, come on. 2 5s. Oh my god, the internet just broke. He rolled 2 of the 5s. 6 is a reroll. Uh-oh, he didn't fully do it.
Ben shits in the bin. Oh no! And Ben has he has some lands and a
literally the worst possible for him.
Oh no!
Oh man. Ben is not a very powerful wizard today.
Phoenix will come back.
It will.
Thanks to the discard of the
everything is dear and dear. This match feels like the meme. There's a point where it should have stopped, but let's keep going and see what happens. No, it also feels like that dumb one where the guy's looking at the butterfly. Is this magic?
This is magic as Richard Garfield intended.
Is this magic as Richard Garfield intended?
So Will is under actual pressure now. It's very slow, but it's actual pressure nonetheless.
He's got that 9 turn clock up.
He has a Glittering Wish.
I think he just sticks it. And then it happened in the
Burning Inquiry. Is this card value?
2 copies of Emerald, 1 knowledge and attack. That's awesome.
Okay, here is just kind of tendency, and now Ben is under the. He's just gonna cast it straight up.
Yeah, why not? Literally, what punishes you? I mean, I guess you could have a decay. Ooh, Flameoak Phoenix.
We're gonna discard again. Here's Faithless Suiting. So draw 2. He cannot get back.
Oh,
this.
Bloodgas and Flameoak Phoenix.
But he can't back the Phoenix. He's only discarding 2 cards here. So the Adept's only going to be...
He can, but he can...
3 power.
Well, it's for sure discarding the Bloodghast. I think he discards a Bloodghast, and then he has to keep the land to get it back. It's not that great.
Discard Bloodghast, play Phoenix. Just cast it.
Yeah, it has haste.
He's going to discard it. Mentions he's probably dead.
I don't know. Well, like, Will again... Oh, no, he has the Fate Stitcher. So he just needs...
Like, he can flashback this famously, but he can't... It costs 1 to bring back the Phoenix, right? So he can't...
That's correct.
So yeah, he can't. He'll play that turn.
Ferocious. Yeah. He does not have Ferocious yet.
Well, he flashes that, which he does. It'll give him Ferocious, but he does not have the mana.
There's a Gurmag.
He found his first Gurmag Angler of the match just in time, and it goes straight into the graveyard. Yeah.
All right, he puts hits Will for 7 there. Puts him down to 10. Ben's scooping and burning.
Well, apparently not ready to know his life total, but getting ready the colors of mana he's going to be producing.
Oh my God! What a champ! Tell me about Upload. There's too much. I can't see.
I love the confidence from Will here.
No, just give magic cards with dice.
Here's 3 mana.
So what's going to happen is he's just going to float so many colors. So because I'm crouching old, I just say, just go ahead. I think you got it. Like. 1 blue, untap everything.
Seems good.
What you can do is you can also, with the blue floating, it just brings back Fate Stitcher.
Yes.
And just goes to town. So yeah, this is where it gets a little tricky.
Oh, okay, okay. Never mind. Okay.
Yeah, this is where it gets tricky with trying to keep track of how big the creatures are, right?
That and the triggers. You want to draw this card, and then you use all the spells you do.
This is you have to pay close attention. This is a combo deck, but if you do things out of sequence, it can get very, very confusing quickly.
Yes. I mean, I don't even play the deck. I'm watching it, and I got very confused when he looted first before doing the sleight of hand.
Yeah, I get confused why they brought back.
No, that should be the bottom of the graveyard from bottom of the library from the sleight of hand. Oh, okay, never mind.
Draw one discard.
Yeah, there's just so much going on here with this deck.
I was confused why they brought Thundercats back in that horrible animation style. That's what I was confused about.
That has nothing to do with what we're watching right now.
That's fine. It's fine.
I think.
Oh man! Oh no!
I think that's a complaint for the complaint jar.
Shh, I didn't catch it. It says Billy, come here. Alright, so Ben is asking about his hand. He's running still had not all these. Just scoop. It'll be okay. Alright, so...
That's a good question. Would you have kept that hand if you're Ben?
Dang it, Teddy 6. Can someone link me where I can see the Jeskai combo list?
Funny story about that. One Billy Caminos has done a deck tech at a...
Star City?
At Star City, yes.
Yeah. Nothing's changed, really.
No, not really. So I'm going to link you the deck tech for that.
That over by 60 bits by Thursday. You're pretending that I'm not going to play the rest of the night. That is a tall order.
So you can find this Jeskai Sensi deck from the one Billy Caminos right here.
I love how
at topdeckproductions.com.
Red already marked it down as 2-1 for Will.
I love how Ren has it all dialed up. And Ben is asking how to if should keep or mulligan, and Will is still playing it out like a champ.
Yeah, just Ben.
Yeah, Jabacode 5. You can check out topdeckproductions.com /decks for a bunch of decks that our players have played on camera or are working on, including the decks myself and Joseph Gebbing played recently for Standard 19 testing, as well as the archive for that and all the replays here at youtube.com/topdeckstream, as Will demonstrates, hey, I attack in the air and then flesh blood you, so Will officially get this match 2-1 over Ben Wienburg. The hollow ones were not hollow enough.
How unlucky.
Yeah, he had some